Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is my island Pamoon. It is a natural fairycore forest core kind of island, and today I'm going to be building a little bit of a land bridge. It's going to be real cute, really natural, lots of flowers, pink, stars, white, green, all that stuff. I'm really excited to start this channel. I have been really inspired lately to work on my island and take it like super seriously. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this build started. So the area that I'm running around right now is where we're going to be doing the bridge. I'm going to be connecting these two cliffs together, and then to the left we're going to have a little bit of like a water moment, water feature. It's going to be a sunken pond and then maybe a waterfall here or there. We'll just see what happens. So let me just pop open the island designer and we can get this started. So here you're gonna see me kind of running back and forth. I'm just trying to decide exactly how I want the bridge to look. In my original idea, I was gonna just do a straight across bridge with some borders or whatever, but I thought about it and like, this is fairycore. This is like a natural island for me. So when I think of natural, I think of more organic shapes. So I decided to scrap that idea, and I'm just going to be changing up the shape a little bit, making it more curvy, more swervy, a little bit more organic. So you'll see me mess around with that quite a bit throughout the build as I try and figure out exactly what kind of shape I want. Usually when I'm building stuff, I kind of jump around a lot and I get a little distracted, honestly, but here I'm starting the outline of the water feature. I'm not exactly sure what I want it to look like, but I do know that I want it to be enclosed. I want it to have like its own separate space from everything that's going to be around it. So I just start building the outline of the cliffs that are going to surround it and get an idea for how much pond space I'm going to have. So now we're gonna get into like the meat of decorating. I have this circle motif that I do with the in-game paths that I'm gonna add to the bridge. To be honest, I'm like way too lazy to use the 9 tile paths. They're super cute, but I can't be bothered. So this is like the most organic I can get with my island, but I really like the way it looks on my map too. It's really cute and like it adds some sort of element of interest to my map, so it's fine. As far as like items and trees and stuff, like I said before, I kind of just like wing it when I decorate. So I'm gonna just throw some stuff down and the rest is up to God, honestly, because I don't know. I literally just like grab stuff that I use throughout the island. So there's some log stakes, some flowers, and then like the mush stuff, Mario stuff, stars, all that. I just grab everything and then just slap it down and hope for the best. So this is me realizing that I don't have any natural resources in my pockets. As usual, I am underprepared. So I have to run to Nook's Cranny and buy a bunch of saplings because I'm gonna need a lot, I'm assuming. And then I also realize I don't have any flowers, so I'm gonna be going back and forth a lot throughout this build, grabbing flowers from my flower stash that I have, which I'm honestly running low on pink flowers, so I'm gonna need to replenish that real soon. Now I'm going to transition to working on the water section next to it. At first I was going to try and like close off the area to the beach and just make like a second waterfall situation, but I thought it made more sense to have it open to the beach and like it'll be a cute little thing to walk by once you're going up the vertical beaches. I feel like I don't put enough energy into my beaches, so I want to kind of like in the future incorporate it into the water section over here and make it more of like a interesting thing to look at. Also, you're gonna see me open up my menu right now and call myself out as an artist, and I'm so good at this game. I don't know how to use controls. Anyways, but waterscaping is the worst. I tried my best to make it as natural as possible and try to avoid any of like those harsh corners that happen when there's not enough space to round them off. And I think I did okay. It's always like trial and error with waterscaping, honestly. You just kind of like do what you can and just hope that it doesn't look like a total mess at the end. I'm gonna add a bunch of little islands into the pond here. I think they're really cute and they add a lot of visual interest to your map as well. I like the way they look, and like I try and always make sure that there is at least one tree in my water. I think it's more interesting to look at and it gives kind of like a swampy vibe too, which is really cute. I start building out the backside of this cliff just because even though I'm not going to be decorating that in this video or for this current build, it just helps me think a little bit more about like what I'm going to do. I like to think ahead kind of, even though it's kind of like me jumping around everywhere and it's not even like a complete, you know, like closing off of that cliff. It just helps me think a little bit and keeps my mind going. If I'm kind of stuck with designing, I just start like messing with something else that's nearby or like looking at something else that can inspire me for what I'm going to do in the future and might help me make a decision for what I want to do in the current build. Now I'm finally gonna go get some shrubs or bushes, however you want to call them. I have this tiny little stash next to my resident services that I kind of steal from sometimes. I really need to work on buying from Leaf whenever he comes. I never have enough stuff for anything ever. I'm thinking about changing all my bushes to the same bush, because even though I don't think they'll ever have flowers on them on my island, I'm not really super interested in them having flowers. I do want them to kind of look the same at least, but I haven't decided if it's that deep or not for me. I play around with these two islands for kind of a long time. I really hate the way I did this, and in the final walkthrough you'll see that it looks completely different, because even what I end up with right here, I can't stand it. It's like super ugly to me. So I'm glad I took the time to go back to it, because I really don't like what I came up with in the first place. It looks a lot different, and I think it's a lot better in my opinion. So for this area behind the sunken pond, I think I am going to add a waterfall feature somewhere up there just to make it a little more interesting. I think it'll be prettier than more items, but I do have an idea for what's going to happen behind the land bridge. I just haven't completed it yet. It's like an enchanted forest kind of thing. I just want to make sure I have enough space for that build before I start bulking it up with more cliffs and things. For now, just for the sake of having it look more full behind the land bridge, just gonna add more trees and items back there. So the building portion of this video is actually coming to an end. I'm just gonna throw down some of the last minute things that I have in my inventory still, just some flowers and some trees. And then I'm actually gonna jump a couple days so we can see everything grown in and fully realized. Okay, so here we are. It's been a couple real life days because real life happens and I didn't have time to actually film the walkthrough, but here we are. All the trees have grown in. I've moved a couple things around, added a couple things just to make it look a little more full, a little more finished, a little more true to my vision, you know? So yeah, if you stuck around to the end, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm kind of nervous because this is my first video, so sorry if it's not the best, but it's cool. So I'm just gonna get up and then we can start this walkthrough. So here is in all its completed glory, my fairycore land bridge. I'm really excited about how it looks in this time of day. It's around 5:30 in game. I don't know what time it is in real life because I am out of touch with reality. Love that. I really love all the pinks and how the golden hour kind of complements all of the warmer colors that are used in the build. On the right, I did change the little island that I was talking about that I hated. I just added a butterfly model instead. I think it looks a lot cuter that way. Let me just walk through real slow for y'all so you can just take it all in as my character takes in the sights. You can see the little puppy barking in the background. Honestly, it's one of the best items in the game. So cute. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this video. If you are still here after all that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm super excited to start posting on this channel. It's really fun for me. It's gonna be a really good creative outlet, I think, and just something for me to do in my downtime. If you liked this video, please make sure to hit the like button and then please subscribe if you're interested in seeing more stuff from me. I'm gonna be doing a lot more speed builds and let's plays and all that kind of stuff. So thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye.